100 of you humanoids. Hi guys, how are you? What? We're on 33. All 133 of you humanoids. Hi guys. Technically, I reached 100 subscribers, I kid you not, like 3 months ago. Fun fact, and a few of you who are watching will know this, that I purposely asked those closest to me to unsubscribe so that we wouldn't reach 100 like before I was ready to do this video. And even though I got like 5 or 8 people to unsubscribe, we still like skyrocketed in those 3 months. Well, at least my definition of skyrocketed. A lot of you guys are strangers, but a lot of you guys are my Instagram friends or my Discord friends or my real life friends and family. So I appreciate it, you guys. It makes me so happy to see how much we've grown in such a small amount of time. And today we're going to be doing a celebration of that. As you've seen from the title, we're going to be making 100 cookies for all 133 of you guys. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. If you like it, please do click that like button and don't forget to watch the whole video all the way through. As previously mentioned in the title, I will be baking all 100 of these cookies without a recipe, because how many times in all of my cooking videos have I said that recipes are the bane of my existence, and personally I think that they're oppressive, so I don't follow them. I'm being so dramatic, but still, I don't tend to follow a recipe. Even though sometimes I genuinely do mean to, it just always veers off to the left of my own spirit. Cookies are a very basic thing, so I'd like to think that I have a general knowledge of how to make them, but we're also doing 4 different flavors. And those 4 flavors include coffee and chocolate. Then we're gonna be doing lemon cookies, and I put out the bicarb because this is an acid and I think bicarb is a base, and from what I remember in all of the recipes in which I've used lemon, bicarb is somehow involved. So we've got lemon and bicarb. Then we've got the classic, the OG funfetti. We're just going to be making some funfetti cookies, just literally vanilla cookies with sprinkles. Then we're going to be making some peanut butter cookies as well. And then we've got the ingredients that each of these cookies are going to need. So all of them need sugar, all of them need flour, all of them need baking powder, and all of them need some butter and some eggs and some milk. I have those to the side there. So let's get started. So we're gonna start off with the easiest of them all, the funfetti ones, because I think it's the most basic recipe. This one is gonna need some kinikaring with like the liquids, because I need to dissolve the coffee. This one is gonna need my best chemistry understanding. And the use of peanut butter is going to need my understanding of texture, because whenever you put peanut butter in something, it always comes out a bit drier. I'm going to cream some butter and sugar. Then I'm going to add some eggs and some vanilla essence. And then you add the dry ingredients, which is the flour and the baking powder. That's my understanding. Now, measurements, I'm so happy to finally have started my YouTube channel. Fun fact about me, I've been wanting to start a channel ever since I was 11. We always joke in my family that like I needed a channel because I talk too much. So now I finally have a camera to talk to, and now I can talk your ear off instead of my whole family. It's a really fun creative outlet. I've learned so much. Every time I go back and I watch my my first boba video, the boba video where I was making the actual boba pearls, I always look back and I'm like, why didn't I edit this out? Like, what's happening? There's a lot going on. The lighting too was a bit of a mess. But I've grown so much in the span of like making, I don't know how many videos I have up, but like in that time, I've grown so much. And it's fun to see my progress. I can't wait to have like better equipment and better editing software, to the point where I'll be making content that I think is like even better quality. Sadly, my electric beater isn't here, so we're using a whisk. We are going to use mom power. You see these guns, woman power. We're going to be using my woman power to whisk all of this up. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the microwave. This is going against all my pastry expertise, but I genuinely don't have the patience to try and whisk this. So we're gonna soften it a bit more. It's also already very soft, but we're trying to melt it a bit, you know? Because the microwave refuses to switch on because there's no electricity right now. I put the butter and the sugar on the double boiler and it worked. Now I can whip it up way easier and it's a little bit melted. So it's gonna be way easier to like incorporate the eggs and stuff. I didn't measure how much butter I put in, but if I remember correctly, I did put 1.5 cups of sugar in here. So I think that calls for 2 eggs. If I remember cookie baking correctly. I'm gonna put two eggs in here, the vanilla essence. The thing that I'm most scared for is the baking powder because I don't know the common ratio of flour to baking powder. So we may come out with flat cookies, we may come out with underbaked cookies, I don't know. Okay, 2 eggs going in, some vanilla essence, and then we're gonna start with the dry ingredients. I heard somewhere that manufacturers purposely make caps like 1 teaspoon because they know that bakers use the caps to measure. Okay, we've got a cup of flour going in. Oh, this is definitely too little. Wow. I'm gonna put round about another 1/2 cup as well as like 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I don't know if that's too much.
You should be content. And I'm just like, wow, if like that, that means like I am like, my life is actually so like good and so blessed.
Okay, city girls are up, morale is high, and the electricity is back. So we're starting off with the Ray coffee. We're gonna dilute this in some milk, which means that I think I should use less eggs because it's gonna be too watery if I have eggs and milk. I definitely put way too much butter on the sprinkle ones that are currently in the freezer. So I'm going to put less butter. I just filmed a whole clip for like around 12 minutes and I wasn't recording. But in that time, I took out the sprinkle cookies that were in the freezer and I put them in there for around 20 minutes. I started on the coffee ones and I was showing you guys all how I added milk and coffee inside. Coffee, I put like 3/4 of a cup of milk with 3 teaspoons of coffee and then I just mixed that really well and put it in the microwave for a bit and then creamed some butter and sugar and put that in here with some eggs and a little dash of vanilla essence. I'm about to add the dry ingredients now, but it smells so good. I'm a bit scared that it's a bit too watery and I'm gonna need like a lot of flour to get this to be a cookie dough consistency, but it's gonna taste phenomenal. They're so big. Hopefully they taste good when they come out. Okay, so I've run out of pans, which means that I need to wait for those to finish baking so that I can put the coffee cookies in. And either way, I've got like, oh my word, I've got 10 minutes until my Bible study. So I'm going to leave these here, hopefully ask one of my sisters to take them out and move the cookies onto a cooling tray. And then when I'm done with my Bible study, I'll come back and put these on the tray. So see you then.
One eternity later.
The second batch of cookies came out good. They burnt a little bit, especially this one. Wow, ghetto. As opposed to the first few that came out really nice. So that's a bit sad, but I don't mind it. Anyway, this is the coffee dough that's been sitting in the fridge. I definitely did make it too floury. I really should have just left it in the fridge for longer instead of putting more flour in, but it's okay. We'll live, we'll breathe. I'm gonna put these into bowls and then put them on both of my trays that I have over here. As you can see, it's 4 o'clock. I'm very much tired of baking, but it's okay I finished the coffee ones, as you can see. We've gotten here. The second batch didn't burn. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Anywho, we're moving on to the peanut butter flavor. Can I get an hour for the peanut butter? What? You know you've never showed your face on my channel. Don't you just want to be like, hello? Come. Hi.
Hello,
That's my dad.
it's me.
It's you. Sheesh. Anywho, I'm going to start with the peanut butter flavor. What I am going to do is add a little bit. So obviously we started off with sugar, butter, and an egg. I feel like that's the base of any and all cookies. Right now, for the wet ingredients, I'm gonna add some of this peanut butter. I'm not sure how the consistency is looking like. Oh, it's watery. Peanut butter is a very distinctive flavor, but it's definitely not sweet. So I added more sugar. And then specifically, as I mentioned earlier in the video, with the peanut butter ones, I'm going to try my best to work on consistency. I'm not going to add a lot of flour because I don't want it to be bready. And sadly, that's kind of what happened with the coffee ones. I'm just going to basically do a time lapse of the bowl because I'm tired of talking. But this is the peanut butter one, and I don't know why I smacked it like that. My hands are clean, I promise. And this is the lemon one that I just finished doing now. I won't have access to the camera for much longer, so I'm going to finish baking these and do an outro later. Hopefully these ones come out good because, again, how I said, we're gonna be doing some chemistry with the asses and the bases. But see you when all of these are baked. Friends, it's time. It's time. It's time. Are you ready for the great reveal? Hey, are you ready? Are you steady? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to rumble? I'm gonna show you now. I've set them up all nice. So, you ready? You steady? 3, 2, 1. Look at all them chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
Each of these little stacks have 5, and we have... Yo, I can't do mathematics. Listen, overall, it's 100. Yay, man. We have 118, guys. Now I know you're gonna be here talking, prodding. Yo, but some of them are burnt. Did you go away from the other? Hey, sugar. It's because inali flavor. You see this compared to this. This is a peanut butter one, and this is a lemon one, and that's why this one's a bit dark skinned. You know what I'm saying? Because it has flavor. Not that the white one don't got no flavor. It's just a different flavor. Girl got me forgetting to do a taste test. So this is peanut butter, I think. Okay, it's very crunchy, which I like. The peanut butter flavor, I think it's because I mixed all the flavors together. It tastes a little bit like lemon. It was probably sitting like on a lemon biscuit, but it's good. I like the crunch. Peanut butter, 7 out of 10. The classic funfetti, we see the sprinkles, right? It's probably gonna taste like vanilla, but let's go. Classic vanilla, we stan a queen, solid 9 out of 10 or 9.5 out of 10. Moving on to the coffee ones that didn't go down very well. I think you guys saw it in the time lapse, but they didn't spread that much. So the coffee flavor isn't that prominent. Like, it hits you as an aftertaste, which is a bit sad. The texture as well is way too hard for like this type of depth that it has. I wish that it was like pillowy in the inside. So sadly this one gets like a 6 out of 10 for me. And now time for a lemon one. I know, that's right. Super strong flavor. It'll hit you immediately. And texturally, it's the best one as well because the inside is a little bit gooey. Lemon gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Anyway, Anyway, on a more serious note, I'm really happy that 133 of you guys subscribed. You guys made me really happy by getting me to 100 subscribers, which is crazy. It's such a short span of time. Yeah. To all 133 of you, so long, fairly well, pip pip, cheerio. I will see you in my next video. Bye. That's why this chick is a tramp. That's that's probably offensive to myself. These are called goals, huh? I've got look at the muscles. Look at the muscles. The Rock, he asks me to train with him. If you're a pastry chef or baker in general watching this and you're like, what is this girl doing? I don't know either. Not me forgetting to switch the light on. I want Shein. Y'all know that TikTok of when Ngubile sasebenza siboshilwe. That's me. I am a waking girl. Booty's so big, Lord, have mercy. Look at my babies. Look at my children. Don't look at the dirty fatuk, okay? But look at my children.